everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue and I am back for another Real Housewives of Atlanta review. Okay, so you guys, if you were watching this episode last night, it wasn't a lot that happened. I kind of have it on in the background right now just so I can remember everything, and I'm just gonna go by character because I feel like it wasn't a lot that happened. It was really like the most important things that happened was that Cynthia's party, and what else? That's it. It's for, well, Candy and Todd too. Okay, so wait, hold up. Let's get to it. Okay, first of all, let's start with Candy and Todd. So, Candy and Todd in their little kitchen. And once again, the subject is about money. Now, this might break up their relationship eventually. Like, not only being on a reality TV show, but being frugal people who are still at opposite spectrums of frugal. Okay? Because Candy has bank, moolah baby, that money, that bread. Okay, she got buku money, so it's understandable why she would want to spend, you know, a bunch of money on her daughter or spend a bunch of money on her mom's house. Now, she gave her mom the house that she was living in before she moved to this new house that she's in. Well, her mom never moved in. Her mama didn't want that house. Okay, she didn't want that house. So Candy, not even being told, goes and looks at all these houses, and Mama Joyce is about to come over for them to go look at another house. And Todd is like, so wait, she didn't want the house you gave her, so you gonna go buy another house? That's what we do in the South? You get a house, you get a house, you get a house, you get a house. You're just giving up houses, huh? And I'm like, well, I guess, you know, in Atlanta, the motherfuckers be cheap, so I guess why not? You know, I didn't feel no type of way about Ty saying something because they are husband and wife. And I don't know about everybody else's picture of what marriage is, but in my experience with marriage, my parents who were together for, you know, long as I can remember, until my dad died in 2009, my parents were together for more than, you know, almost 30 years or so. Married for 25, I think, when he died. Either way it goes, they were together a long ass time and they managed to work it out. My dad was the breadwinner, but my mom still made her own money because she owned her own hair salon, and that made bank back then, okay? Like, for real. So, and I'm just saying everything pre-Katrina was a little bit better than it is post-Katrina, okay? And in their marriage, there were no, we go and buy shit separately for other people that we don't tell one another about. I don't know what kind of account they got set up. Okay, like I don't know if, well, you know, they got a joint account. I don't fucking know. But all I know is there's no way in hell my mama would have went and bought a house for my grandmother without talking to my daddy about it. Without, you know, actually deciding on a house, to, you know, everybody together, like, and that's just the way they were. But, you know, I guess Todd and Candy are different because Candy has her own, you know, separate buku money, and Todd has his own, you know, separate money. But to me, that's gonna lead to a fucked up marriage for them too. I don't know how they gonna get along where everything seems to be like somewhat of an issue, but not really. Like, Todd says something, but he gonna let it go, and Candy gonna be like, I'm not listening to you. And it's like, see that mentality right there? That's the mentality that's gonna have your ass single again, okay? Like, I'm just saying, Candy, you come off a little like retarded, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. Because everything is always like, I'm doing it for my mama and you can't tell me nothing. That's not how shit go once you are married, especially when you moving your mama closer to your house and your mama don't like your husband, don't really talk to him. Like, when she came in there, he was like trying to make a little small talk, like, yo, y'all gonna get a new house, you gonna decorate the house, Mama Joyce? And she was like, I don't know. Y'all gonna, you know, take some old stuff from the other house, or y'all just going, you know, straight clean everything new? Are you gonna get a house for your mama? That was shade, Mama Joyce. That was super duper shade. But Ty was like, no, my mama don't want to move out here. My mama is happy in New York, living her, you know, 50 and free life, doing what she want to do. So they not gonna do that. Candy takes her mom to go see this house. Now, the house is very beautiful, but what in the hell do you need a 7-bedroom house when all of your family stays in Atlanta and Candy got the big ass house with the kids and all that? So if we gotta have a family get together and everybody gotta be at one house, Candy's house will suffice, considering the fact that it's her house and then another house right on the side of hers that she owns. So what is the point of Mama Joyce having a 7-bedroom house? What the fuck she gonna do with 7 bedrooms? How she gonna clean 7 bedrooms? That's all I'm saying. I'm practical. So if it would have been me, I would have bought my mama like the cutest little nice doorman having condo in the middle of Atlanta, somewhere real nice, close to all of her little favorite places she like to go. She got a car, okay? She know how to get here. She do not need to live that close to y'all, Candy. That is gonna fuck y'all marriage up. She already don't like Todd. Then when they sit down to talk, she talk about how they, she's not been taking birth control for a year, and Todd hasn't gotten her pregnant yet, and all this type of shit. And Mama Joyce is like, did Todd get a vasectomy? And he was like, what? So much she had a dream about it. You had a dream about your son-in-law's dick. Am I correct with that, Mama Joyce? You had a dream about your son-in-law's penis, correct? Am I right about that? Let me know. Because I find that shit weird. I find something wrong with that. And Candy's just like, Mama, like, come on, Mama. You treated me. And she's like, I'm the nicest woman that he ever could have gotten. It's like, that's a goddamn lie. That's a lie right now. I could think of at least 2 other moms on reality television that are nicer than you. Evelyn Braxton, for one. Lord, I love me some Evelyn Braxton. She really reminds me of my own mom, okay? And hell, I think even Leslie is better than you on Love and Hip Hop or Marianne's mama, because at least after we talked to her, she didn't calm the hell down, okay? I hope we don't see no more crazy shit from her, okay? But I'm just saying, like, Mama Joyce, you know how to run that shit into the ground. And I'm just personally tired of seeing this whole mama don't like Todd, and Todd is uncomfortable, and Todd can't say shit because Candy gonna get upset. And it's like, Candy, go marry your fucking mama. Like, I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. And trust me, I am a mama's girl, so I get it, but you doing the most. Okay, moving on. Cynthia. Y'all know Cynthia is all in her I'm living my life like it's golden since me and Nene not friends no more thing, right? And I told y'all last review that I'm tired of hearing that. It's the second episode. If I hear that in another fucking part of her little, her part of the show, next episode, I'm going to fuck off about it, okay? I'm tired of hearing that your life is so much better since you're not friends with Nene anymore. You made those decisions to be friends with Nene and let her monopolize on your relationships in your life. You let her do that. Don't try to blame her for that, because I'm more than sure her married life with her husband was just fine while she was friends with you. So if you was the one picking up the phone every time she called, then you needed to put that bitch on mute and go about your life until you ready to talk to her again. Like, that shit just kills me, Cynthia. You a grown-ass woman. You are not getting fucking extra cookies in your bag at the end of the day for, for putting all of the blame on Nene about why you was all up her ass. Come on now. Come on now. You a grown woman. We blame you too. But girl, you look good, okay? I'm not going to ever play you on that front. Cynthia, you look awesome, okay? That ebony shoot that you did was fierce, okay? And I'm going to give you a little extra shade and say that you going to always look better than Nene ass. But guess what? That don't count for shit in reality TV world. You can look better, bitch. But if people don't really like you, see, the thing about Nene is, Nene been the same this whole time. Yeah, she thinks she better than people and all of that, but she generally is the same. She gonna say what she want to say regardless. You, on the other hand, now this season, you want to get all big in the chest and start talking to people crazy. I don't know how I'm gonna react to that, because the previews that I saw, the way you talked to Portia, and Portia was trying to be calm and just talk to you grown, I didn't like that shit. Because I feel like, why the fuck you ain't jump froggy with Nene like that? Why you ain't jump froggy with the numerous people that came at you sideways since you been on reality TV? Now you want to come at little Portia like that after you done flip-flopped over and over again about this Portia Kenya situation, which I'm completely tired of talking about. Don't want to talk about it no more. Don't give a fuck. I'm done with it, okay? Until we get to Watch What Happens Live, okay? And then I'm going to talk about it again. But anyway, so y'all know Uncle Ben's, okay? The only man with a peach. Peter, okay? I'm gonna stop playing with Peter. I like Peter, okay? I have said that I like Peter. Yes, like most Jamaican men, he has his asshole qualities, but I mean, as a woman that does nothing, against me, I don't like the way, he may be a hustler, but he still at some point depends on her for money. I feel like if you're going to be a hustler and all that, you better not be asking me for a goddamn thing. If you are, you out here with multiple businesses trying to be a boss and all of that, don't ask me for shit, because then you're not a boss, because you're asking me for shit, and I'm the one. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Like I was saying, I really hope that Phaedra doesn't keep those kids away from Apollo, and that she finds a way to work that out. I hope that he stops being an asshole and starts, at least treating her in a nice way even if he feel like she wrong, but you need to be the bigger person if you want to be a part of your son's lives. Because at the current moment, you have no power at all. Your ass is in jail. You have no rights to see those children while you in jail. You have no rights to speak to those children while you are in jail. So the best thing for Apollo to do is be a man, be a fucking gentleman, and stop talking to his wife crazy. Stop every time you talk to her, it's on some bullshit. Just be as cordial as you can and let it go. And I'm sure she will do the same. But you definitely need to get your mind right if you expect for those children to still be able to see you. You're not doing yourself any favor with, you know, mailing her letters, talking shit to her and all of that crazy stuff, Apollo. You're really not doing yourself no favors, okay? She decided that her and her little stands wanted to go off on me right quick because I tweeted that while Watch Was happening live was going on, she had corrected Nene for saying statute instead of saying statutes, okay? And then she pronounced applicable in some weird way that I had never heard. So I was like, nah, I'm a smart person and I read a bunch. I mean, I actually have like a certain badge on audible.com because of how many books I have read. A night owl badge because I read most of the time at night. Well, I listen to audiobooks now because my eyes are getting bad, but I still listen to a lot of audiobooks. I have read more books in the past few months than I'm sure anybody that was tweeting me has. I'm gonna say that shit, okay? Because I don't know people's life, and I would hope that they would stop assuming that they know mine. So, Kenya, bitch, I'm going to have to go off on you worse than I've ever gone off on you before. First of all, you're on this fucking episode with Brandon. Hey, Brandon, okay? I have no problem with Brandon. I actually like Brandon because Brandon told her she need to get over the situation with her and Portia and everybody not liking her. The worst thing for you to do when people don't fucking like you is to talk shit to people on Twitter. That is the worst thing for you to do. So when I don't know if y'all know, but if y'all follow me on Twitter, when I'm talking about these shows and I'm hashtagging a show, I don't at the people. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's like directly coming at somebody. And how I feel is how I feel. What I feel is not their problem. So for her, whoever retweeted it and tweeted it to her and her to tweet me back, bitch, you fucked up. Okay, she gonna tweet me and tell me dumb people who don't know it can be pronounced both ways, read a book, get your life, all this stupid shit. Okay, first of all, bitch, I read plenty of fucking book. Okay, I don't know if you know, but you coming at the wrong one on some book shit. I'll tell you that right motherfucking now. Okay, now I don't need to pronounce things in some sedity way or stop cussing for that matter to be intelligent and get my point across. I can do all of those things. And while I'm on this video, I'm gonna go the fuck off anyhow, any way I please. Because it pissed me off. It didn't really piss me off. It was more funny than anything. I was kind of laughing because I was like, did she really tweet me even though I didn't tweet her? I didn't at you, bitch, and you at me, and now all your little followers, you know, right behind you. Yeah, that's right, tell her, Kenya. Fuck all y'all. All y'all can kiss my ass as far as I'm concerned, because I'm right along with everybody else who was saying shit about Kenya. I was trying to give Kenya the benefit of the doubt this season. I was coming in with an open heart. Okay, I was on some Yolanda Adams shit. Okay, my heart was open. And you come on this bitch, and every episode, the only thing you have to say, your only fucking storyline on the first 2 episodes of this show is you still crying and whining about the fact that people went to Portia's defense instead of yours. You know why? Because we've been watching the show, okay? If you've been watching the show, if you didn't just show up on the fucking reunion show, then you would have saw you all in them people marriage, talking to that girl crazy, putting a bullhorn right in her ear when you sitting a person away from her, putting that scepter in her face when she had already snatched from your ass and told you one more prop and it's gonna go down. She fucking warned you. And everybody that wants to sit up there, you can, use your words. You know what? Your words only take you so far. Your words can only take you so far. Because for everybody else that didn't grew up in Black America, we have a fucking limit. Hell, most white people have a fucking limit. Spanish people, they just go, bitch, okay? Like, I'm just saying, everybody has their limit. And I don't know what people would have been okay with her putting shit in their face and yelling shit in their ear and all of that dumb shit, okay? So, for everybody who is Team Twirl, y'all can eat out my ass with a spoon. How about that? And I don't give a fuck. I'll block all you bitches. I don't care. Because I didn't at her. I didn't really come for her. I just have my opinion of what's going on the show like everybody else. And you want to tweet me calling me dumb bitch? Really? Really? I'm not the dumb bitch that went to school, went to college, did all of these things in my life, had a semi-successful career for a black actress, and come on a reality show and completely demean everything that I have done. I would never do that, bitch. That's you with that dumb shit, okay? That's you with that dumb Apollo shit. Let's talk about the vindication, okay? Let's talk about the vindication. That Cynthia party, y'all, when everybody had showed up, they was asking about Portia. Of course, she was pissed off about that. She showed up with Claudia Joy. Claudia Joy gave her whole fucking resume in the first 5 minutes. We moving on, okay? What's going on with Cynthia here? I don't know. But you look good, bitch. I don't know what's going on, but, you know, you still look beautiful. I don't know what to do. Candy, your messy ass. I'm not mad at you, but you know you fucking messy. But here's my thing. Kenya, you have been talking about the Portia situation in every scene that you've had by yourself. Every scene that you've had, when you talk to Cynthia, you was talking about the Portia thing. You talking to Brandon, you talking about the Portia thing. Now we get to this fucking party and people are actually asking you about the Portia thing and you ain't got shit to say. What? Come on now. Come on now. I'm just saying, it's total and utter fucking bullshit. You're insecure. You need to fix whatever is going on within you. You need to go talk to Iyanla and stop with the bullshit, okay? Like, the thing that pissed me off the most is that everybody continues to forget about the continuous flirtation and putting ass in people's face and, you know, jumping on people's husbands and flirting and doing all this little play shit that she been doing all of these seasons. Bitch, you not vindicated, okay? You didn't offer him head. I never believed that you did. Let me be real with y'all. I've said this so many times that everything that Kenya has done on the show has made me not like her. Not all of this backstory shit. Not all of this he said, she said, Apollo shit. I can give a fuck. I don't even know why Apollo was at Cynthia's party. His ass should have never been there. You about to go to jail. Your wife is pissed off at you. The last thing you need to be doing is rolling up on the fucking Housewives trying to apologize to this bitch when you ain't even apologized to your fucking wife. You ain't apologized to your wife for the fact that you about to leave her with both of y'all kids for 8 years. You didn't apologize to her for all the shit that you did with Kenya. Like, you are a fucking idiot. And I agree with Candy when she said you were mad disrespectful continuously to Phaedra. And I have said it before that Kenya used the fact that she didn't like Phaedra. She know Phaedra didn't like her. She used the fact that Apollo was a slut against Phaedra. She played into it, she flirted back, and she did all of these little things in the show in order to, you know, keep that lie going. So don't turn around now after you've had just a horrible experience with social media and everybody can't stand your fucking ass, and they have more people tweeting me to go off on you than the people you had tweeting to go off on me. And that says a lot considering the fact that a whole bunch of millions of people ain't watching my ass every Sunday, okay? All right? You are not likable, and it is your own fucking fault. It's not mine. It's not any of the viewers' fault. You set yourself up for that bullshit. You came on this show wanting to be single and flirty with married fucking people, and now you want to be vindicated because his stupid ass that came and apologized for lying? Who the fuck thought that y'all had actually fucked? I never thought that, because if it happened, I'm more than sure that Phaedra would have drugged your ass, okay? Now, I personally feel like I'm not going to say I was happy, but if she needed him to apologize and say he lied, I'm happy that she got that vindication, okay? I'm happy that she got what she needed from him, and the smile on her face and all of that to me only made it seem like this is gonna piss Phaedra off, so yay. And the same thing for him. I felt like the only reason that he was going to her to apologize was to piss Phaedra off. You full of shit, Apollo. You a dog ass nigga, and there's no way that you can get out of that. The way that you was smiling and laughing, and my boyfriend is convinced it was because you had fucked up and you were uncomfortable, and now everybody looking at you, even your homeboys Peter and Todd and Candy are all looking at you like you didn't had us talking to this girl crazy, thinking she was a slut, treating her differently because of what you said, because we believed you. And see, Peter, Candy, and Todd, that's where y'all fucked up. You don't never go off no he said, she said, well, how you treat somebody. So I want everybody to stop with that bullshit. I seriously doubt that they're going to treat Kenya any differently, because Kenya has said and done shit to everybody on this fucking show that is enough for them to not like her, regardless of what happened with Apollo. And that's my opinion. That's how I feel. And for every one of you fucking stands, before Kenya Moore got on this show, y'all probably didn't know half of the movies that she's been in. I have always been a fan of Kenya Moore when it comes to the movies and television shows. When she played Miss Bozak, when she was in Twi, when she was in Deliver Us from Evil for 5 fucking seconds. Like, I'm just saying, like, I have always loved Kenya Moore for being a dark-skinned, beautiful woman in Hollywood. I have always loved her for that. So to come to this point on reality TV where you make yourself look bad, and me as a person with common sense, okay, common sense, who doesn't like what you do, I reviewed the shit, I'ma say what I feel, okay? Nobody can get mad at me. Ain't no fucking hate involved. I always give credit what credit is due. I've always said that Kenya was a beautiful woman. I've always said that. There's no hate, but you have the worst fucking personality ever when it comes to reality TV show. You play the victim. You want people to feel sorry for you. You attack people. You say anything to people and feel like because it's words, you shouldn't be reprimanded. Because it's words, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody know that words hurt just as much as hitting some fucking body. So when somebody hits you because of your words, you can't be mad. I'm just saying. You can't be mad when you putting shit in people's face, getting their personal space, and talking about their marriage, of which you know not, seeing as though you weren't in their bed and you've never been married. So, excuse the fuck out of me for having an opinion, for saying how I feel, for being fucking real. Excuse me, okay? I'm not apologizing. I don't give a fuck. Kenya's a bird. The fact that she even tweeted me, I felt like her even tweeting people, like, I'm not saying that I'm beneath her, but I'm just saying that of course I'm not saying I'm beneath her. Are you fucking kidding me? But what I am saying is, as a person who's on this reality show, people gonna have comments, people gonna say shit. I was actually really just joking and laughing and having a good time while I was tweeting a lot of the shit I was tweeting. I didn't say anything very malicious about Kenya in my tweets. I was just going off of what was happening on the show, okay? So for you to come at me, who didn't even at you, I didn't even tweet you, bitch, okay? And you gonna tweet me and come at me, bitch? You need to do something with your life. You need help. You need Iyanla. You need another job. You need to get back on your movies. You need to do something because you are way too fucking involved to be on Twitter with this stupid shit with your little retarded ass fans who couldn't name a fucking movie you did in 2005, okay? I'm just saying. Because most of them probably not even old enough to remember when you was on fucking Martin and all of the television shows that you done cameos in. I'm just saying, not cameos, but y'all know kind of starred in for a quick little second. And it just, you know, blows my mind. Really, bitch? Really? I ain't even at you. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't get over that. Like, it'd be different if I actually tweeted her. But I specifically don't tweet people what I say because I don't want anybody to feel like, you know, oh, all of these people got so much bad shit to say. Even though it's what I feel, but I only feel like when you come to me is when you should see what I say. You know what I'm saying? Or hear what I say is when you come to my channel or when you go through my tweets. Other than that, I'm not putting what I say to those people because I know what it's like to have people constantly attacking you on social media, on YouTube and all of that type of shit, and I'm conscious of that, and that's why I do that. So for anybody trying to be fucking malicious with all of that stupid shit, like I said, y'all can eat out my ass with a spoon, as my grandmother would say. Because I don't give a fuck, okay? I think I handled it pretty well considering I was blocking the fuck out of everybody, y'all. Can you kill me with that? Like, girl, did you really? I was looking at my phone like, bitch, I'm watching Once Upon a Time. Okay, your fucking show been off for an hour. Y'all better know I tweeted her back and told her, like, girl, your time for this week is over. I can give a fuck about you and anything else that's going on with you right now. Like, once Watch What's Happened Live was over, a bitch moved on to Once Upon a Time and was about to start playing Sims before her tweets started fucking blowing up. And then I had to go off on a few people, block a few people, tell them to, you know, kiss my ass and all of that shit. Ain't nobody gonna sit up here and act like you don't know me, gonna call me dumb. Bitch, I am far from that, okay? Like, come on now. Come on now. Alright? I may be crazy, but trust me, I'm one of the fucking sharpest colors in the coloring box, okay? Don't play with me, okay? Now that I've gone off and got that shit off my chest, which I know a lot of y'all wanted to hear. What else happened in this fucking episode? Y'all, that was basically it. Apollo, let me go off on you. I felt like I did go off on you, but you just stupid. It pissed me off that you want to apologize to to her. Not saying that you shouldn't have apologized for lying, because you should have apologized. That was fucked up that you lied about her, saying, oh, she wanted to give me fellatio. That's fucked up. You don't lie on your dick like that. As a man, I have a problem with any man that lies on a woman like that. So I did feel for Kenya, okay? But like I said, my dislike for Kenya had absolutely nothing to do with that scenario. So that's not going to change how I feel about her. That just makes me feel like, okay, Apollo, I dislike your ass even more than I already did, okay, with your yellow ass. All right, now let's move on to Watch What Happens Live. Kenya and Sherri Shepherd was on Watch What Happens Live. Sherri Shepherd, girl, let me tell you something. I like you. I've liked you ever since the Jamie Foxx show, bitch. But them wigs look plastic. I don't know what's going on, but I hated it when it came to them wigs, okay? I don't know what's going on with that. But y'all, the shade was so fucking real between Sherri Shepherd and Kenya. And I really felt like Sherri was just being honest and saying what she felt. And I felt like she was calling it how she saw it. Kenya was, you know, on her defense like she always is, talking about she doesn't care how people feel about her, when it's obvious that you do, because you spent like the past 2 episodes crying in your house because of how people feel about you. I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope I talked about everything. Like I said, it wasn't that much in this you know, episode. Really, it was more so about, you know, what the fuck happened after the show went off. But I'm glad, because the show kind of bored me this episode, so I'm glad that I had all this extra drama to talk about, which actually has something to do with myself, okay? So anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love Hip Hop Hollywood. Love y'all.